No, that's me. I don't know why it's not capturing. Hold on. Let me see. Can I change it?
Oh no, we can hear
you.
you.
Can hear
I
it?
hear you. I can hear it. I'm playing it on the.
Okay, the levels are bouncing, but there was.
They can't hear us. They can't hear us. Oh no, we can hear everybody.
Now you can hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
This might funny open.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know.
Would you like to do it again?
Technical.
We always have technical difficulties. We've been doing this for 7 years and we still have technical difficulties.
Hey man, technology sometimes doesn't want to play along, okay? It is what it is.
So you said you're tired? I've been tired lately too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's the stress.
Are you guys both tired together? Interesting.
Yes.
And there was some sort of exchange of money at the beginning as well.
Yeah.
Only if you promise not to cry next time.
Yeah, but crying's part of it's the release.
I'll pay you not to cry though.
Yeah.
I can't. When you're crying,
it adds
no
extra
fun for
moisture, PJ. Shut up.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm hurting you.
Uses tears as lube.
Oh no. Well, we got some good trailers to talk about today.
Do we?
It's not Rebel Moon because that released and I didn't have time to prep for it. So
always excuses.
To be fair, it dropped like 10 minutes before.
10 minutes ago. Yeah. So listen, guys, I'm sorry. But it is what it is. If they want Trailer Talk to cover their trailers, it's got to come out at least 12 hours before the show airs. Listen, tell Zack Snyder.
So it's their fault, not our fault.
To be fair, I'll give you a quick summary. It looked badass. Zack Snyder's directing it. He also wrote the story. It looks like every single film Zack Snyder has ever directed into one. It's got a lot of 300.
Yeah. No matter what it's like, just say you love it.
No, it does. It looks awesome.
No matter what you know.
Does it look more like?
Say you love it.
Does it look more like 300 Zack Snyder or Justice League Zack Snyder?
No. Zack
it
Snyder's
like
amazing.
There's so many things in here.
There's a spectrum there.
I love everything Zack Snyder.
I feel you, but I do like Zack Snyder.
I have Zack Snyder's name tattooed on my penis.
You do too?
I do.
Wow.
Yes, I love Zack Snyder.
It just says ZY, and then you get it.
Zack Snyder's got some fanboys.
Woo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, listen, I like the guy. I like a lot of the work he does, but some of it.
The fanboy is me.
Where are you going?
Are you eating again and walking through the studio?
No, that was not.
What is that? Who's eating in the
Why?
studio and leaving it
That's
on the floor?
You know what? That's probably from
That's a raisin from that bag of goodies you brought.
I don't eat raisins.
Oh, that's a good.
Because they poison.
Oh no, wait, that's the chocolate.
I don't eat chocolate either.
You're lying, then.
I don't eat anything. I eat.
You guys
healthy
poop
foods.
in your studio. Okay?
We need a PA to come clean this up, please.
We do. Sky.
Why did you look straight into camera as if you were asking me? Swear to
You're too
God.
far away in frickin' Ireland.
In Ireland.
Ireland, eh?
But we do have to listen. I want to keep it on rails, guys. Okay. Listen, it's 10 minutes in the show. We haven't even named the trailers we actually are talking about.
Come on.
We're going to be talking about the Continental trailer, which is in the world of John Wick.
I love everything in there. Zack Snyder did that too, right?
No.
Oh, no. Still love it.
Yeah, and it's a prequel, and we're going to be looking at a little indie kind of film. Are you tap dancing? Called The Holdovers. No, I don't hear anything.
We don't hear it.
I got headphones on.
We just see it like this.
So here's the deal, guys. I do want to talk a little minor tangent because Blue Beetle, the latest DC film, superhero film, dropped last weekend. Listen, it got 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's fresh. It knocked Barbie from the top spot, number one spot, after
4 weeks. Oh, come on.
4 weeks. I'm just saying. Oh, well, okay, yeah, right. But it only brought in $25.4 million. That's not a good ranking, or not a good number, considering it cost about $104 million to make. And the last several DC films, this is the numbers. Shazam brought in only $30.1 million in March. The Flash brought in $55 million in June, and James Gunn's Suicide Squad, which obviously has COVID to kind of like be in that mix, so it didn't do so great either. So DC, guys, is at a rough go.
Is the Beetle one of James's things?
It was in production when James was sort of like in.
You know what? I'm not going to count DC out until James takes over. Completely takes over.
Okay. So you're still on board.
I hated the trailer. Like I'm not going to watch.
Well, it wasn't for us. I think it's a more kids film.
It's just been done to death.
But a lot of kids films have crushed it in the movies lately. Like
studios got to earn their salaries and fucking come up with stuff that's good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's fucking rehashing the same old shit over and over again.
I'm actually worried though that I don't know if can DC recover? I mean, I feel like
yes.
That's a lot of loss. That's a lot of like superheroes are sort of like put it on like a scale of like I always relate it to like cars, right? Like when Land Rover sells Range Rovers, they make way more profit, right? Like so like the superhero movies are sort of the engine that drives these studios, right?
You're going by one data. You're going by one piece of data. You're not talking where's the foreign, where's all the other ancillary rights. Like there's a lot of ways opportunity to make money. It's very,
not as much anymore. Remember, it's kind of thinned down. Like DVD sales aren't thing. It goes straight to streaming after 2 to 3 after like 4 weeks in the theaters. It goes to streaming, and it's hard to calculate the ROI from streaming, right? Because there's really no like.
It's more of a long-term investment now. You know what I mean? Because they can sell it way. You know, eventually this will be on something like CouchSoup.
That'd be fun. Pagan, what are your thoughts?
I think
Pagan's here.
Stuck with the Snyderverse.
You're like,
yeah, we don't care about this.
Yeah,
What's the trailer?
Stuck with the Snyderverse. It probably would have been cool to see.
Yeah, we don't care about
films.
Blue Beetle. Anybody in the comments care about Blue Beetle?
I think Blue Beetle looked cool. I haven't seen it yet though. It looked fun.
It did look fun.
Yeah, it looked fun. It looked cool. It looked like a cool cast. Like they all seemed to have really good timing in the trailer. I thought it would look like a fun time. I just think that like I think people are moving past the typical hero films, like the typical superhero films. Yeah. I think that's why films like Joker did really well, and I think Joker 2 is going to do phenomenally because it's an arts style supervillain movie that's not technically a supervillain movie. So I think that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I do, but I'm just worried.
I think the DC verse won't recover.
Listen, you have a lot more things to be worried about than besides the fate of DC.
You know about the rash?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just think listen, I like James. I think he's James Gunn. I think he's a good writer, and I think he comes up with unique ideas. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is a bright spot for the MCU. I'm just worried. It's sort of like, you know, when like a good guy walks into a shit show and it's really hard to like weather that storm and take that company out of that like bad trend.
Joe Biden taking over.
Right, exactly. It's absolutely right. It's like I think James Gunn has a huge mountain to climb, and I don't know if the next Superman movie and like again. That's the next James Gunn property to come out.
You only need one, right? You're as good as your last one.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, though, I think
on Superman.
It was a bad. I don't know. It was a bad call to get rid of Henry Cavill. If I'm honest, there was a lot of uproar about that.
Right.
Really
exactly.
bad because it's like he's kind of the perfect Superman, and then you promised him Superman, and then they're like, "Here's the contract." Oh, yeah, your name's not on that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people got like they felt really hard done by.
Who did they cast for the new Superman?
They haven't released it yet.
That kid
they did.
shot the other
did
day.
They?
He was up, he was into the final few.
Yeah,
I'd heard of him.
I'd have to Google it. But the Superman and Lois was casted. Yes.
Are they famous people or?
Yeah, somewhat famous. I mean, they're not big names, but they're young. I mean, it's a young. He's going way back.
He's going a young.
Yeah, really young.
Listen, everybody's left.
David Cornsweet is what is
Cornsweet.
It's an unknown. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember they cast it, and then obviously they announced obviously Nathan Fillion is going to be a Green Lantern, and there's a couple other characters they announced that are in upcoming properties that'll probably be part of Superman.
Because Green Lantern went really well. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, what are we talking about today? Come on.
My heart's broken over DC, man. Bring back the Snyderverse. All right. Thanks.
Gosh. All right. Well, let us know in the chat what you think about the DC future of DC. Are you guys going to stick with it? Are you guys going to, jump ship? Are you going to wait for James Gunn to kind of release Superman and see what happens? I'm kind of interested. Join us on CouchSoup.com. Be a membership. Kind of join the community because that's kind of what I'm talking about in there. I kind of want to hear everybody's thoughts because I'm anti PJ. I'm saying it's the Titanic. It's only a matter of time. Our first trailer, guys, is the Continental. Welcome to the Continental, Mr. Wick.
I like all things John Wick.
Yeah, same.
I wish he was my dad. I just love John Wick.
Same.
He's an assassin. I don't think he'd be a very good dad.
I'd be his best friend, man. Can I hold your gun for you, sir, Mr. Wick? Yeah. Do you need that clean, sir?
Right.
I'll be right back.
By the way, how do you clean a Kevlar suit? So, just a quick synopsis before we jump into the trailer. This is a 3-part event, so 3 episodes. I'm not sure the length. That'll explore the origin of behind the iconic hotel of the assassin centerpiece of the John Wick universe through the eyes and actions of young Winston Scott, who we know
this is
played by Ian McShane.
Going back to that other argument, this is a true prequel.
This is a true prequel. He's dragged into the hellscape of the 1970s New York City to face a past he thought he'd left behind. Winston charts a deadly course through the hotel's mysterious underworld and a harrowing attempt to seize the hotel where he eventually takes his future throne. So
I think you should memorize that from moving on instead of reading it like that.
It's pretty great.
I almost fell asleep.
You did? I thought I'd brought like some energy to that time. No? Do better? Okay. All right. Let's play this trailer.
I wasn't excited.
PJ only sees visuals. He can't
I don't understand words.
All right, okay. I'm going to press play in 3,
I'm so
2.
excited for this.
Wait. I'll wait for you, Drew. You're good?
I can't see.
Are you blind? There you go.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, a quick prequel.
Swords. Now. Ding.
There
Yay. That looks like bad CG.
Doesn't make a man.
Why did the opening music sound like Christmas music?
That's what's inside the suit that counts.
Come on.
That audio's low.
It's resourcefulness. And perhaps an open heart.
Oh, this looks so cool.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Ooh.
I haven't finished my drink.
Fact, bruv. Let him finish his drink.
No, it's a sexy woman. What are you doing? Throw that drink away.
No, down the drink.
Winston, your brother stole something from me.
Oh, hey!
Gibson. Oh, yeah. Kung Fu.
What he took is very important to a lot of very dangerous people.
It's good shots.
Find him, because if you don't, I'll bring the weight of this whole institution down on you both.
Sick.
Jerome, show our guests the door.
We made a big mistake coming here.
You're my brother, Frankie. We have to strike first.
Twin Towers.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was just thinking that myself.
To believe a guy in an ascot can pull this off.
It's a cravat.
We're gonna take on the Continental. Every freak in that hotel will be after us.
Well, that's lovely.
Did you see her get the splits on the sofa?
Yeah.
Guns. Lots of guns.
Nice. We're going to need a bigger boat.
We use that line in John Wick.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
it's the best.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let him get him.
All right. That was cool.
That was sick.
This is more than vengeance.
Whoa.
This is justice.
Get her. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, she's tall.
Oh.
Let's take this house and everything that comes with it.
Happened like New Year's Eve or something?
And away we go.
Ah. Oh, it's a series?
Peacock's spending some money.
Right?
Oh.
So it's a mini-series, three-part
Three-part
mini-series? So
mini-series.
3 episodes, so 3 mini-movies.
Yeah.
Bringing back the mini-series.
I know, right?
Bring
Yeah.
it back.
Interesting.
That is unusual. All right, guys. I mean, we saw Mel Gibson, Colin Woodwell's playing the young Winston Scott. What did you guys think of John Wick's Winston, the prequel to how the Continental became the hotel, the centerpiece, the thing, the Winston, everything, all of it? What do you guys think?
Ladies first.
The trailer looks great. It's the flares, it's the leather coats, it's the oranges and the yellow lighting. Like, I love that. It's really just setting it up for the era. I think it looks really well. I think costume design in this was fantastic, and there's some really cool prop design and like the cars and stuff going past on the street, all from the 70s. I think they've really set this up very, very well. I'm a big fan of anything John Wick like PJ is. I'm down for this. It looks like it's got a lot of badass women in this. I'm a little confused at how this is going to go down. Is it the same? Have they set up the same rules as like John Wick, where like there's no work on continental grounds?
Right.
So how is You know, so then, you know, and then he's like, oh, everybody's going to come after us. And I was like, but why? Isn't then everybody breaking the rules? Like, doesn't anybody follow rules here, please? Like,
yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I
was
don't
thinking
know.
that too.
Yeah, so I'm just like, this seems like there could be a loophole here, but they could do it really well.
Right.
Here's my concern. Would I like it and be as interested if I didn't know the John Wick story? Because I don't like the way that trailer started. It was too TV-like, and it looked like Gotham.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it was just like, oh, I've been there, done this.
Yeah.
But then later in the trailer, it got really good, right? Like, I think they should have played this off more of as a movie trailer as opposed to a typical TV show trailer.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're going to bring in the non-John Wick people with this trailer. As a John Wick guy, I don't care about the trailer. I'm watching this. But I thought the beginning of the trailer was quite weak. And it was a little slow to get going.
Yeah, well, they're setting the stakes, right?
Yeah, they didn't set it very well.
No?
They set a guy with a martini and a hot woman.
Well, Mel Gibson set it up. He's like, listen, your brother took something from me, and you need to set it right, or else I'll bring the whole world down.
But what was that? That was like 45 seconds in before
No,
that
it was
dropped.
like right pretty much in the beginning.
I bet you if we went back.
No, it was pretty much. I mean, okay, maybe 30,
top.
25 maybe.
And all that shit they had in the top with the peacock
Yeah,
and the thing and all that crap.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Anyway,
I'm also nervous because I watched that Twisted Metal on Peacock, and it's unwatchable for me. It's literally unwatchable. So I don't know. I hope they don't fuck this up.
Yeah, this was originally supposed to air on Stars, which and then Stars said
Too
maybe
expensive.
not. Yeah, maybe. And Peacock picked it up. So I think it was sort of probably with Stars budget, like a more prestige.
Okay.
Is it Alcorn Pictures?
I'm not
Mel's
sure
company?
who did the who was the production on it, but yeah, I hear you. It does start out a little bit like meh TV, like the shot of the Continental feels very like kind of bad CGI, but then they show the action, right? And the action looks really good, right? It's because that's what we go for John Wick for. We're not going there for the plot, right? Like you don't go to watch John Wick for I'll be. Oh,
the plot's pretty great, actually.
Everything in John Wick is
I mean, someone shoots his dog and he goes out for vengeance. I mean, it's a pretty simple.
It's a good
I'm just
plot.
saying, it's not like a.
How good is that? Though?
It's
so
great.
Good.
It taps into something, right? But I'm just saying, it's not exactly like an Academy Award winning screenplay. But the action in John Wick was incredible, right? And this show looks like it's bringing some of that incredible action.
Yeah.
You got a lot of kung fu, a lot of swords, a lot of guns, and that 1970s vibe is kind of cool, kind of interesting. We'll get into that in a little bit. I think for me, what was missing, now I got a lot of the gunplay and a lot of the cool action stuff, but Winston, he's like the strategy guy. Like he's not
the politician.
He's the politics, and you're not seeing a lot of Winston doing the politicking or like strategy.
Yeah.
So I got a lot. It's kind of selling me on the action and not on the Winston part, which is really what the show's supposed to be about. So the trailer's a little mixed for me.
I'll give you that
on that side of the coin. What did you guys think of? Or is anybody worried about the build out of like the world, right? Like, I guess the more John Wick shows that are out there, the movies that are out there now,
you worry a lot.
Well,
You worry a lot. You worry about a lot of these what ifs. I take you as a 20% guy. 80% of it works, so you just focus and worry about that last 20%.
I'm a realist, and I like to think of things as
interesting way to defend it.
So the body count for like this secret society, the more it adds up, right? The more I start to disbelieve that there's like we never see cops running in and be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" You know, like it's just I'm starting to wonder the logic of this world, and I think you brought it up, Pagan. No, I'm serious because it's based on rules. Like this whole show, the whole premise of this assassin society is that they have rules, and that's what made it interesting, right? Like it's not like you can just run around and shoot somebody, right? Like you have to be given an assignment, there's coins, you have a location like the hotels where you're protected.
There's consequences for
there's consequences to breaking the rules.
All of these things that happen is how those rules get set.
I think so. You might be onto that. I agree, but I'm wondering, like, is it starting to unravel and they need the show like this to put it back together again, like give us a reason to build the world out so that it feels like it has more structure? I don't know.
The John Wick made 4 sequels. It's impossible to make a 5th. Like, Jesus, where would you go? And this is a way to capitalize on something that has a strong audience, because John Wick 4 did so well. They're like, how do we get more money out of this piggy bank? Let's make a TV show. I mean, honestly, that's how it went down. No one's trying to worry about the world.
But I think that I would agree with Drew that it does feel a little... Because even when they were showing us the cool action sequences, I'm like, yeah, but it's not John Wick. Like, we're not following one protagonist in all of these action sequences. There are multiple different people. Maybe it would have been better in, like, a Mafia-style, Godfather-style show that's all about real, like, strategies. There's violence, but, like, there's, like, a real strategy and a political play behind the violence. This just kind of seems like, let's like, I don't know, make a heist or something. Sakes. Yeah, it's like, let's just... Yeah.
It would be cool if this was an ongoing series where there was a story about somebody that checked in and that was the episode. Yeah. And why they were checking in and how it got done.
Or like an anthology where each episode's different. Like you get a unique story every episode.
Stories.
Yeah, like a Twilight Zone or like a Love, Sex, and Robots.
Same characters all
no,
the time.
I'm right,
like so like, someone checks into the hotel and you're getting a different story every episode.
I feel like really maybe like a friendly comedy, you know, with John Wick is your neighbor and it's like my neighbor's an assassin. And then there's like a whole bunch of
howdy neighbor.
Yeah, you know, or like, you know, when they've checked into the Continental Hotel and they realize, oh shit, fucking shit is going down. In fact, that's going to be a great sketch somewhere. Yeah, that someone is going to be like taking clips from the Continental and be like, oh god.
Can you imagine somebody, honey, look what I found on TripAdvisor. It's called the Continental. It's so nice.
It's so nice.
The bar is so Art Deco.
I shit you not. I got an advert on YouTube like just yesterday that was like the International Continental Hotel. And I was like, no.
Alexa is listening to you, girl.
Yeah. It would be, imagine if like the Griswolds check into the Continental.
Hello, Mrs. Smith, can I help you? Yeah, there's a lot of banging in the room next.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Smith, are you there? Hello.
Oh, another one. We lost another one.
I just want to know if this is gonna affect my wake up call. No, man, that's still set for 6. Yeah, well, it's 3:30 and people are fighting outside. What am I supposed to do?
There's blood on the room service napkins.
It's just like transferred as like, let me just transfer you to hotel to security. Yeah, room 31, take her out.
Yeah, we got another one. Yeah, I mean that's interesting, and I mean, and then like the going back into the 70s, which is interesting, right? Expensive, sure. Yeah, good call from a production standpoint. But I always like a period piece. But like, think of the technology. So John Wick had this really dope bulletproof Kevlar suit that basically made him invincible, right? You know, other than his skill set. Is that something? I didn't get a sense that was a part of this. Like, do you think
there'll be gadgets?
You think there's going to be gadgets? Well, yeah. I don't. John Wick wasn't really about the gadgets, but there was always this like allure of like there's like these rules in the suit, and like there's
Come on, how about this suit where you just had to hold up the lapel to stuff the bullets?
Yeah. He's not. His arm never got.
You're worried. Like those shows are so unrealistic.
Well, see, but I like finding.
Those bad guys are shitty shots.
I thought John Wick was different because it did a really good job of grounding it by giving it rules. And the fourth movie is all about rules and breaking those rules and the consequences. So. I'm just projecting based on the things that they've put out there, and I'm putting that back on this show.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. I think this is going to be about the origin of the rules. Because he's going to get it. Yeah, it has to be, right? I don't know. But remember, the Continental is one of a whole bunch of hotels in this whole network. Mm-hmm. So does this network already exist?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess we don't know how far back.
Yeah. When's this come out? I want to watch it.
But in the movies, didn't they say it's been going on for like a long time? Like, didn't they say like centuries?
That's what I was thinking though. Like when you were saying maybe it's like setting up the rules. I'm like, but in the 70s, like it seems like these rules probably have been in play since the 40s or 50s.
Yeah,
like it seems like they've been around a long time.
Yeah, because the fact that it's like they have like the duel in the fourth movie feels like an old rule.
Yeah,
like the whole like.
What are they saying in the whatever you call that?
In the wiki and the
chat. Because they're smarter than us.
They are. Sometimes they are.
Yeah.
You know, I consider myself genius level intellect Lex Luthor, but you know.
Yeah, true.
I'm just joking.
It does look like that they're saying that the episodes might be around an hour and 15 or an hour 30 minutes maybe.
That tracks.
Cool.
Yeah.
I missed the miniseries.
Yeah, me too.
Remember?
Yeah.
Roots.
Well, and I think
Thunderbirds. Was it Thunderbirds? Is that what it's called?
Was Thunderbird? No, that was a TV show.
That was like the animated TV show.
No, what was that one I was thinking of?
I have no
idea. All those in the 70s.
Stepping on candy.
Dirty Steve. All those. I love miniseries.
All right. Well, it sounds like you guys. I mean, what do you guys think then? Are you on for the ride?
Hell yeah.
Like, even though you know how this story ends, right? Like, Winston takes control of the hotel, so there's really no like. But we do learn he has a brother, so
I'm in.
Yeah, I'd like to know what he's stolen and how this plays into him trying to take over the Continental.
Yeah.
I'm very I'm skeptical about the story, but I'm interested in like the production, the stunts, the design. That looks cool. So yeah, I'd be down. Although this is Peacock, right?
Peacock.
That's not available in the UK, so I imagine other than using a VPN and signing up for Peacock, we might have to wait quite a while before we see this over on our
usually
site.
they make a deal with like a Netflix or something over there that you can have it, so they get distribution.
Yeah, it's usually Now TV in Ireland. I think Now TV is the UK version as well, so hopefully we might get something on that.
Yeah, BritBox or something like that, maybe. Okay, well, cool. That's exciting. Well, we'll take a quick short break. Let us know what you guys think of the Continental. Are you guys in, out? Are you all in the John Wick universe? It's interesting that they're calling it the John Wick universe. Everything has to have a universe now. And let us know on CouchSoup or let us know in the comments, and we'll be right back. And we're going to talk about the Holdovers.
We'll be right back. And we're back.
That was fast. They're so fast.
Because we know time travel.
In case anybody's wondering why we do that, so that's an ad break for the podcast, so we insert mid-roll ads.
Is anybody wondering?
I don't know, sometimes.
It's just some people might. If they're watching this on YouTube, they'll be like,
is anybody wondering? No one has ever asked that question. You're right.
That's me pulling your pisser.
It's so small, I know. It's weird how you get your big thumbs. So, the Holdovers, guys. Have you heard of this?
Nope.
Have you heard of this?
First time I heard of it.
I love finding stuff.
Right now.
Yes. Exciting.
Right now.
Acclaimed director Alexander Payne.
I like Alexander Payne.
The Holdovers follows a curmudgeonly instructor played by Paul Giamatti.
You didn't write this.
No, this is the logline. This is the logline, guys. I'm just reading the logline.
Yeah, go for it.
A New England prep school who is forced to remain on campus during Christmas break to babysit the handful of students with nowhere to go. Eventually, he forms an unlikely bond with one of them, a damaged, brainy troublemaker, newcomer Dominic Sessa, and with the school's head cook, who just lost a son in Vietnam, played by Davine Joy Randall.
This is what happened to Scrooge.
Okay.
Really?
Remember the backstory in Scrooge, how he was being abused by the headmaster at the school that he stayed over Christmas?
No.
That's why he hated Christmas. Don't you watch every single version of Scrooge?
No.
I do.
No. Just the Bill Murray one, and that was a long time ago.
That's the story. All right.
All right. So Alexander Payne, in case you didn't know, acclaimed director. He was the guy who directed Sideways, which was the film about
wine.
Yeah, why Cabernet sucks. And
Giamatti was in
who starred Paul Giamatti, and then he also directed The Descendants and the movie Election.
The Election was good.
Was well received. So Descendants was, I think, George Clooney. Wasn't that a George Clooney film?
No, isn't that? I'm thinking of that Disney shit. Descendants.
No, not that.
Oh, okay, wrong movie.
Yeah.
All right. Let's bring her up.
All right.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Can we make that bigger?
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Where'd the mouse go?
Right there. There.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one.
That's Peacock. Kill that one. Technical difficulties. There we go. That's pretty big. Focus
With
features.
your eyesight? Get glasses.
I'll remember when they started.
Alrighty.
There's that fucking sound. All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. I thought one of you was whistling for a minute.
Sir, I don't understand.
That's glaringly apparent.
I can't fail this class.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Mr. Coates. I truly believe that you can.
Oh, I love him.
Every year at Barton Academy, students, faculty, and staff depart the campus.
VO.
Did we just come back into like
but there are
the
always an
2000s?
unfortunate few who have nowhere to go for the holidays. They're known as the Holdovers.
Mr. Herman.
Hello, Mary.
I had you guys stuck with babysitting duty this year. How'd you manage that?
You know, he used to be a student, right? Yeah, that's why he knows how to inflict maximum pain on us.
I thought all the Nazis were hiding in Argentina.
Stifle it, Tully.
You just earned yourself a detention, sir. Being here with you is already one big detention. Son of a bitch, that's another detention. Do you think I want to be babysitting you? No, I was praying your mother would pick up the phone or your father would arrive in a helicopter or a flying saucer. My father's dead.
Oh, and she had been crying.
That's been left behind at Christmas? That nobody wants him? What's wrong with you?
There's nobody here, okay? You stay out of my way, and I'll stay out of yours.
Let me sleep.
Oh.
Now, most of the kids dislike you, pretty much hate you.
Teachers too. You know that, right?
I find the world a bitter and complicated place, and it seems to feel the same way about me. I think you and I have this in common.
I don't think I've ever had a real family Christmas like this before. Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome. History is not simply the study of the past, it is an explanation of the present.
See, when you say it that way, throw in some pornography, it's a lot easier to understand.
I'd like to propose a toast to my two unlikely companions.
Are you trying to look down my shirt?
No. Yes. You're gonna get me fired. This is your Rubicon. Do not cross the Rubicon.
The Holdovers.
Oh my god.
How about
it's in
that
theaters
trailer?
this November?
Yeah.
What a throwback to the old VOs.
Right?
Dude, they even had the cinema guy.
No,
the
he's
movie
dead.
guy.
That's a new guy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just the tradition of
Was
like
it
the
Nolan?
voiceover. Yeah, Nolan. I mean,
Wow,
That's cool. Love that.
I kind of miss that, don't you? That VO like intro and like that style of trailer. I don't. It brought me back.
It really brought me back, but I don't have an opinion about it. I'm a little confused. Would I watch that movie based on that trailer? I don't know.
Really?
And I like stories.
Yeah.
You know me.
I
I
like
like stories. I don't know. It feels like a poor man's. What was that movie with Dead Poets Society?
Poets Society.
It feels like a poor man's Dead Poets Society.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would watch it. I like Giamatti. It looked good. It's a Christmas movie. Got to watch all Christmas movies. But
Yes, yeah.
I don't know. It didn't get me. I'm just being honest. I wasn't super excited.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. Pagan, what are your thoughts?
This looks like a wholesome movie about a relationship between these three people, and I just think it looks lovely. I love that they're playing on the old style like films that we kind of have nostalgia for, like Dead Poets Society. I definitely don't think it's the same vibe. Like it kind of is, but it isn't. But I think it's doing that thing where it's like it's the typical trope that has been done in those movies.
Yeah, like a John Hughes.
Whereas like a father figure has come into the thing like unexpectedly and then like saved the day. I think that's cool, and I like those kind of films. The film looks really well written, in my opinion. I think it looks fun.
I think it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be.
Weren't you waiting for a big twist on the genre? Like, weren't you waiting for a twist?
I think we've been accustomed to that, right?
I was waiting for something to go, oh, that's an interesting spin. There was no interesting spin on it for me.
Yeah, you were wondering if it was like going to lean all the way into comedy, right? Or be more of a
drama or emotional drama. Yeah.
Right, and you kind of got a little bit of the comedy, then it kind of, the My Father's Dead drop, and then it kind of got like super serious, right? It kind of reminded you like, no, this is
got a little Hallmarky.
Yeah, if I'm honest,
I don't know if Hallmarky is the right word. It made you realize like, okay, this is a film that you're gonna leave and you're gonna feel things,
Probably
right?
cry.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I think
it
that's
looks
what
like an
movies are
emotional
for.
film.
And
I
I've
think
been bitching to have more of these, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they could have put less in the trailer. I think like maybe they just didn't need to make a 2-minute trailer because I feel like they put in quite a lot of good bits or emotional bits, and
yeah, you
they
can
could have
kind of
saved
call
it.
it.
Yeah, they could have saved that. Maybe like keep a mystery about his parents and like the fact that his dad's dead. You didn't need to put that in the trailer. Like we could have found that out in the movie and felt more remorse for him. The fact that they're showing a military figure in a photo frame for Mary's character, it seems like either she has lost a son or a family member or somebody along the way, maybe a husband. So that also looks like lost to me, and she's alone at Christmas. And it just feels like you put too much in the trailer. I would have liked to have seen the snippets of like, this style is good enough to hook me, basically. I think that is the twist. The twist is this is coming out this November, not 2001. Like, this was, that's the twist for me, I think. Like, the fact that the cinema guy's back, like, the movie voice is back, the style of the film, like, even the color grading on the film looks very familiar. It's giving me all those nostalgic feels that I think this could be, like, a really great Christmas movie. Like, a really good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's great. I think just maybe a little bit less in the trailer.
Yeah, I agree. Not just a really good Christmas movie, but I think just a really good like coming of age story, right? Like I miss movies like Dead Poets Society, like Good Will Hunting, like Scent of a Woman, right? Like I love that movie with Al Pacino, right? I mean, it's an incredible, and they all kind of have something in, it's like, an older, like seasoned man and a young kid troubled, like trying to figure out his place in the world. And, and I think we're missing that in this generation, right? And I'm not to say that like kids can't go back and watch those movies, but I think these movies need to continue to come out, because I think there's a lot of people out there wondering, like, where do I fit in with this world, or like how do I struggle with my depression, or how do I deal with my parents not being close to me, and it's good to have it's good to have movies.
Buddy, you can cry. It's okay.
It's good to have movies.
Did you see yourself in that movie? Did you see yourself in that movie?
I did. I'm Paul Giamatti. I'm the old curmudgeon. I don't know. I think I wish there were more of these. We got more of them in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and they've kind of fallen.
Or remember My Bodyguard?
My Bodyguard, or just The Bodyguard?
No, wasn't it My Bodyguard? Where the kid gets the big bully becomes his friend.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that was that reminded me of this one too.
Yeah, like Stand By Me. Remember Stand By Me?
Yeah, Stand By Me was great.
Gosh, I mean, it's just those movies where it's just about a sliver of life, and how one Christmas can change things, or one.
This movie. Oh, that's Bodyguard. Yeah, this one, My Bodyguard. You never saw that?
Matt Dillon's in there. Oh wow. No, I haven't seen that. Adam Baldwin.
Joan Cusack.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up. 1980.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Tony Bill. Cool. Yeah. All right. I mean, you guys have any other thoughts on this? I mean, surely Paul Giamatti is kind of worth the admission, I think, for this,
for
like you
sure.
said.
Yeah, he's good.
He does well with these kind of roles as well. Like, I mean, he was in a film years ago. I don't know if you saw it. Is it called Big Fat Liar? With Frankie Muniz and like Hilary Duff at one point, I think. Or no, maybe she wasn't in it. No, Amanda Bynes, Frankie Muniz, and Paul Giamatti. And it was so good because he's just really quick. Like, he's just really quick and witty, and he's quite smart, and like he does well with this kind of genre. So I think he'll be really good in this. He was also in Billionaires. Was that what it was called? Billions?
He was in Billionaires. Billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah,
he was in that.
Fucking amazing in that, man.
Yeah, he was really good in that.
So yeah, I love him. I think he's great, and I think he holds his own. So I think he's enough of a name to be cast in this type of film to draw an audience, for sure. I hope more families go see this. I hope families go and see this film. I
agree. I do. I agree. I really wanted to bring. When I saw this trailer, I was like, not only does the trailer feel like art, right? Just the fact that they made it in that sort of 1970s, 80s vibe, right, with the VO guy, and just the title sequences, and to your point, Pagan, like even the way the film seems like it's colored, and the way it was even edited too. It sort of had that cadence of old trailers, versus like the stylized trailers that we have today, which are great too. And I'm not discounting that, but it was kind of fun to throwback. But I also feel like it's a throwback film, which kind of lends itself to work really well with what they were doing with that trailer. I did post a trailer in CouchSoup, our community, our CouchSoup circle. Arda Lily K said, Holdovers trailer definitely makes me interested in it. Ian said, Holdovers trailers even had In a World voiceover. Absolute throwback. I'm sure it'll be good because Paul Giamatti rarely misses. Don't talk to me about Rhino and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Good call. That was, but it was like just a cameo, buddy. Just a cameo. Another fond family indie. I wonder how it'll be different to A Man Named Otto in St. Vincent. Oh, that's interesting. Good call. Tyson said, beautiful. He was talking about Continental, but he said beautiful fight choreography he was in. And Nicholas said, Holdover trailer reminds me of Dead Poet Society a little bit. I love that the trailer was done in 1970 style. Wouldn't mind if the whole film was stylized like that. So I think there's a lot of people that are kind of feeling that vibe and kind of into it. So that's really cool. Yeah, you sticking to the floor still?
Fucking bothers
me. Yeah, I know. I could tell.
What are you guys doing in there that you're sticking to the floor?
Eating in the studio and not cleaning your shit up.
We need a.
What are you eating?
There was a fluffer, and
Drew bought a bag of candy.
Why did I bring
chocolate
candy? We do have a candy client. That may have been it. Anyway, so we have a few minutes, guys. I think we finished. We're actually on time today.
Finally.
Boom.
Wow. All right, let's do recos.
What do you
I
reco?
got my record lined up. So
go for it.
I already recoed Lioness, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I really want to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good. But it was we had that fake hurricane here on the weekend.
Fake hurricane. Oh yeah.
Nothing happened. It rained a little bit, but we were all sitting down thinking, "Oh, we're going to be hunkered in. Let's do movie day." And the girls wanted to watch a thriller, and I pulled up a thriller from 2014 that was actually pretty good. It's called Before I Go to Sleep.
Really?
With Nicole Kidman.
I think I've seen that.
It was pretty good. I was surprised. It kept my attention for the whole movie. So if you like thrillers and mysteries and whodunit, it's worth the hour and a half. I enjoyed it. It only gets 3 out of 5 stars on IMDb, but it was a rock solid movie.
Really? Who else is in it?
Colin
those
Firth
guys.
and Mark Strong.
Mark Strong?
Yeah, actually, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Before I go to sleep.
Every day she wakes up, she doesn't know who she is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I like the stuff that like the story unravels. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, and this one unravels. So give it a try. And if you don't like it, it was Drew's idea.
Did you have other recos?
Where did you find? Where did you see
No,
it?
I just did one because I need something for next week. Maybe I just watched it on Netflix. I think.
Okay, it's on Netflix. That's
yeah,
cool.
Pretty sure.
I love when the old.
It's on Tubi, so you can watch. Oh no, on Prime. On Amazon Prime. I watched it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but it's also on Tubi.
Prime's got a lot of oldies but goodies on Prime, and I'll have to check that out. My wife loves those kind of
And
movies.
she'd like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The girls loved it.
Yeah. That's really cool.
All right, that's mine. What else you got?
Pagan, what are you thinking?
I don't really have one. I've kind of still been on that stupid Vampire Diaries binge cringe, and it like super cringe. Just, I would probably not even start if you just don't even start it, because now that I'm in it, I have to fucking finish it. And it's a chore because there's loopholes.
I asked Skylar if she wanted to do it. She's like, nope.
Yeah, it's just
don't want to do it.
Such a chore, and let me tell you, it doesn't age well. In 2023, shit does not age well. But it's okay, and it's like tolerable, so that I can get through the story. But I wanted to recommend a movie that's an old movie as well, and a Nicole Kidman movie that just sort of like helps get ready for the season. Right? It's coming into autumn pretty soon. You can see I got my little spooky guy over here. His name is Gary.
Ghost.
Gary? Yeah.
Gary Busey.
There he is. And he is here to help me like get into the vibe of spooks. So I actually think like autumn is probably my favorite fucking season. It's so cool.
For sure.
So the film that I wanted to recommend is Practical Magic. Have you seen that?
It's a good one. Yeah,
such a good one with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman.
Okay. We watch it every Halloween. Her and Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, it's one of those films that like really gets you into autumn. One of the other kind of binge cringe TV series that also helps me like with autumn vibes is Gilmore Girls.
Oh yeah, we watched that. A day doesn't go by where that doesn't end up on a TV somewhere in our house.
Yeah, like it's such a good show, and it's such a good comfort show as well. And then like a lot of the time, Stars Hollow has like either like leaves up for autumn or it's like Christmassy vibes. So it just really helps get into like the mood of the season.
Zoe's going through the seasons for the 4th time, I think. She just starts at the beginning,
Gilmore Girls,
goes all the way to the end, and then just goes back to the beginning again.
Yeah,
it's just a good comfort show just to keep on in the background. It's great.
Yeah, that's the dialogue on that show is very well done.
But it's
very
so
yeah, but there's something you have to be pretty skilled to be able to do that. Like
it just gets annoying after a while. It's just everybody's doing it.
Yeah. But back then it was pretty innovative.
It was.
I remember
everything was a quip.
Yeah. She always had I forget the name of the lead.
Do you want some coffee?
Lorelai.
Why, you don't have any?
Lorelai and Rory. I think that they have such a good back and forth. It was so well cast. Like the two of them do it so well, like this back and forth. But they integrate enough like real life drama that it works. So there's like a mother and daughter situation with Lorelai and her parents, and there's a mother and daughter situation with Rory and her mom, and then there's like the lack of a father, and then there's like introduction of like a love story, and then there's a love triangle. And I think there's enough like of those kind of drama moments to intercept all of the like to make it watchable.
Gilmore Girls, I think everybody just left.
Fuck off. Also,
it's all right. It's a good show.
Leave. No, there's also an Instagram account that I followed who is making her way through the Gilmore Girls, but actually making. So it's like baking or cooking anything in the show. And she's like watching each episode and then whatever they're cooking or baking, because they're usually doing something.
Yeah.
She's making it herself on her Instagram account. That's a fun one too.
That's fun.
Cool.
That's really
find
funny.
out what that's called.
She has to come up with like a little cookbook or something.
Yeah, it was cool. Cookbook. Like it's just if you watch the show kind of religiously, like it's on in the background or something like that, it's cool to follow those accounts because it's.
Didn't they do it stopped and then it came back again for like a few seasons?
Yeah, that's right.
They did
the last
like on Netflix or something.
Yeah, the last season, like they did like a final season.
Yeah,
it was kind of in the way of like, remember Arrested Development did 3 seasons and then they like skipped 10 years and then they came out for the 4th. That was so bad.
It wasn't ever as good when
no,
they do that.
It wasn't.
It kind of misses that era. You know, it's like of a time. It's a shame sometimes.
Much sad.
No, it's a good reco. Gilmore Girls in the Insta. You have to share that Instagram
and Gilmore Girls. Yeah, I'll actually send it in the comments of this video.
Yeah, that'd be good.
What's yours?
Mine is I just stumbled upon this and
Star Wars.
Yes, Star Wars. Watch Ahsoka, by the way. I'm gonna plug something here in a minute on Ahsoka. But there's this singer I stumbled upon. And it's weird. It kind of showed up on. I'm not sure where it showed up actually. Oh, it was in a newsletter, like one of my email newsletters that I get that I read of people that are kind of like recommending things in pop culture, and they were talking about this kid, Oliver Anthony, in this song "Richmond North of Richmond." Have you heard this?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
And so it blew up. It's got like 30 million views on YouTube, and it's like #1 on Spotify. He's like gone viral, and I don't know. And I guess I just want to keep spreading that love because it's a powerful song. Have you? And you're not a fan, or I'm getting a weird look from you?
I thought something different of that. So, but I saw it.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna play a little bit. I'm gonna shove it in my mic, unless Pagan, you can pull it up.
No, I can do it. I can pull it up for you if you want.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't know if we'll be able to hear it.
No. Yeah. Sure. So this is. The YouTube will be able to hear it. So this is Oliver Anthony, Richmond North of Richmond. Do you want to start from the beginning?
Yeah,
Is
sure.
there a particular clip? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just play the first like 20 seconds, if not.
All right, perfect.
Because I don't get a copyright strike problem.
Okay. We'll also link the original video that we're playing in the description as well. So 3, 2, 1, I'll play.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours. For bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
That's incredible. He actually has his own YouTube channel, and it's Oliver Anthony Music if anybody's interested in that. That is incredible. Wow. I just played cool. 30 seconds. That was class.
Yeah, I think what I love about it, he's just singing from the heart, really. And there's a little bit of like a lot of people out there, I think, that are struggling and seeing a lot of rich people do really well right now. And a lot of poor people kind of like trying to figure out how they fit in this world, this new world. And I think he's kind of just, there's a lot of emotion in his singing, which I really like. It reminds me of like early Bon Iver days, when he was singing and you could just hear the kind of like heartbreak in his voice, in a way. And I don't know, and the countryness of it, just, it kind of hit me in a weird way. I was kind of like, damn, this is like a song of now, and like a lot of people are feeling this, and it's obviously resonating. 33 million views. I'm looking at the YouTube video right now. That's incredible. In 9 days.
But I don't like the way that the people are polar, like the conservatives are hanging it up, the liberals
really
are hanging it up. Yeah. No, I know, but I'm like, can't you just listen to the song for what it is? Do you have to? Make, well, that song's my side. That song's my side. It's like, fuck off. People are hurting.
Yeah.
Help people. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. Do your fucking job.
I think that's part of the allure of the song. I think a lot of people are going to see the people trying to politicize it or people take advantage of that song and then lash back at them and be like, well, listen, you're not my people, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're turning this song into something it's not. Please stop, right? And he even talks about politics and stuff in the song, and it's and then he also posted on Facebook a little bit about his struggle and with depression and like how he's been working, and he had a big injury. He was working as like a blue collar worker and hurt his head. Couldn't work for a while, and then and keep going back to music, and now he's finally blown up. And I guess it's just another story too of somebody who I hate saying follow your passion, because that's like, people who say follow your passions are usually rich people. Because a lot of people follow their passions and don't make it. You still got to feed your family and feed yourself. So do the thing that makes you money, but don't give up on your passions, I guess, is sort of.
So you're saying keep my OnlyFans account.
Keep your OnlyFans account. Yeah, follow your passions, PJ. But I don't know. Go listen to it. Take away whatever you want out of it. But I found it very powerful, just in the moment, and probably something I'll go back to every now and then throughout the year. But
yeah, it's awesome.
That's my reco.
Just linked his YouTube channel in the live chat, and also the video, because the video is posted on a radio channel, not his own channel. So I've linked that in the comments as well. The Instagram account that I was talking about is called Eating Gilmore, and her name is Larissa, and she's a blogger. She's a home chef cooking her way through Gilmore Girls, one episode at a time. And there's recipes, and she's making cookies or pasta or I don't know, eggplant shaped cookies and stuff. It's cool.
Eggplant shaped cookies?
Yeah, it was for a hen episode or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Suki was making eggplant cookies.
Actually,
to be fair, she was making penis cookies, but she tried to keep it PG, so she made eggplant cookies.
I got you.
All right, bring it home, Mr. Lewis.
All right, I'll bring it home. Thanks everybody for watching today's Trailer Talk. We won't be back next week. I am traveling home to see some family.
You're not working next week?
Nope.
Did you ask for it off?
Nope.
Okay.
And that's how it works here. And but we'll be back the following
later.
week. Yeah. Ooh.
Well,
that's where I make them cry.
Oh, no, God.
Only on OnlyFans.
How did we get here?
Sorry.
But you can like us, follow us on YouTube, obviously. But if you're into podcasts, this is also available wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search Trailer Talk or CouchSoup, and all of our lovely shows show up. And then you can also be a member on CouchSoup.com if you want to support us and the things we make and the people that make it. Please go to CouchSoup.com. Being a member is free, and if you want to just be a part of the community, or if you want to give a little, that also helps too, and that's amazing. You get some great perks along with that, and there's cool merch available too if you're into that. We have lots of shows coming out this week. Pagan, you want to talk about Cracked?
We should be going live with Cracked tomorrow with some more Resident Evil 4.
Yes.
It is getting interesting. We've just encountered Ada, and we've done some cool puzzles and shit. And it ended on a good note because we had no Ashley for a whole hour. It was fantastic. So now
Nice.
Ashley's back, and it's probably going to be a nightmare. But we're back with Cracked, and then the episode from last week will be edited and uploaded for YouTube on Thursday at 2 p.m.
That's right.
PST, the live chat premiere.
Awesome. And then I don't know if you live in a hole, but Ahsoka comes out tonight on Disney Plus, and we have a whole crew covering it, not only in an article form, so you'll get recaps in an article every week, but we have an exclusive podcast called Ahsoka Chronicles that will come out, I think, a day or two after the episode airs on YouTube, as well as a podcast and on CouchSoup.com early for members. So definitely chime into that. These guys they know it all, guys. I don't even need to tell you, I'm a big Star Wars nerd, and these guys know way, way more than me. So if you're interested in figuring out all the Easter eggs, trying to figure out how it all connects to everything else, this is the podcast to listen to. So Ahsoka Chronicles as a podcast. It'll also be on CouchSoup YouTube channel and CouchSoup.com.
I love it.
So check that out. And then Scream Smash every week, our weekly gaming podcast, where they talk about all the cool news and they interview any developers. Airs on Twitch on Mondays and then on YouTube on Fridays. So that's it, guys, and we will see you next time. Thanks again for joining us on Trailer Talk.
Bye-bye.
Say goodbye,
See you
PJ.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Say goodbye, Pagan.
Bye.